Shalom Akim, my praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Hawashai Bashim Gokdash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, doing the work in truth and sincerity. And this video is gonna be about women. The reason why I got YouTube pulled up because a lot of the stuff that I be seeing on YouTube,
when she found out I was pregnant, women do strange things for strange reasons.
Man, what the hell? But anyway, basically, I got this up because, as you can see, there's a lot of videos where men are, especially black men, are basically checking women on their behavior. It's mainly um, um, modern black man against the modern black female, and they talking about the modern female in general, really, and they really ain't checking for the modern female. And this time of trouble is right around the corner. So I got a few scriptures. Really, it's for the ladies, man, because you women, it's about to hit you hard. Most of the 2/3 are gonna be you women, you know. So I got a few scriptures concerning that because you women, the few sisters that actually listen to the truth, hey, you better double down on it. Because it's coming and it's going to be bad, and there is going to be you're going to see it's going to be no protection for you modern day women out here. There's going to be no protection for the other nations, of course, but this is mainly to you Israelite women. There's going to be no protection for you modern day women. And the first scripture I'm going to start off with is Micah 7:10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it. Why? Because a lot of Israelite women see themselves as the Israelite man's enemy, especially the so-called black woman against the so-called black man. They see themselves as our enemy. Why? Because they strong and independent. They don't need no man. That narrative, the so-called black man is basically saying y'all better change your shit up, because when all this hell breaks loose, you ain't gonna have no protection at all, and you can already see it right now. Women are already complaining that men ain't checking for them. The modern women in America, they got all their complaints. You got groups of men talking about passport bros. You got men. You got the manosphere community in general. Red pill and all that other stuff, basically separating themselves from men that don't know to men that do know, and the majority of men know. You always gonna have your simps, and I don't like using that word, but it actually is a thing. You got men idolizing mediocre pussy, basically. That is a thing. That's a thing. And you got you got a whole lot of men out here that's idolizing these women, trying to take up for their bad behavior, and we see that in several different examples. I think the most recent example was where this woman was putting her hands on this man at the airport, and he was ready to knock her out, but then another man came up taking up for her bad behavior. Like, no, she needs to know that you can get beat up when you putting your hands on a man, especially a man you don't even know. But then a random stranger, another man, gonna take up for her instead of checking her. Because one of the first things the man that was gonna beat her up said was, "You seen what she did to me," and he came up talking about you ain't putting your hands on no woman. What? So you gonna take them death blows for her then? And she ain't gonna take up for you. I can guarantee you that. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to the main topic of it. You women are about to suffer. Micah 7:10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the street. Because when all hell break loose, they ain't gonna have no protection. There are several advantages to having a man. other than protection and providing. There's guidance. He tells you what to do and what not to do for your own safety. You know, but women don't listen to that. They act like they don't need it. Well, in these times to come, you're gonna find out that that's exactly what you needed, but it ain't gonna be there. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 30. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou closest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with paintings, in vain shall thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life. For I have heard a voice as of a woman in travail, and the anguish as of her that bringeth forth her first child. The voice of the daughter of Zion that bewaileth herself, that spread her hands, saying, Woe is me, woe is me now, for my soul is wearied because of murders. It's coming. It's coming. You rent this yourself in vain. You basically put your makeup on, your nails, and all this other bull crap on to make yourself look pretty in vain. Because when this time comes, you're just gonna you're gonna get murdered left and right. You're gonna get murdered left and right, and that arpere is gonna happen left and right. In these times to come, you're gonna find out that nobody cares and nobody is going to protect you either. That foul attitude that you have is not, it pushed the only ones that would have protected you away. So you women, hey, and I've been talking about Jacob's trouble for a while, but this, you women, hey, y'all gonna catch a bad one on this one. And this is my last scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city. It's going to be bad. Yeah, instead of, instead of a girt or rent, instead of well-dressed hair, sackcloth. Let me get that if I can find it. Let me see if I can find that one real quick. This is it right here. Let me start a little bit further up. This is Isaiah chapter 3. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, Yahweh saith, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tingling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. That's why you got this saying, she's for the streets, and many other sayings like it. In that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tingling ornaments about their feet, and the cauls and the round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tabrets and the earrings, the rings, the nose jewels, changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils. And it shall come to pass, instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. That gives you a pretty detailed view of how bad it's going to be for you women, man. You ain't going to have no men to protect you, and you're just going to be out here getting paid and murdered. That's the times that's coming for you, and there will be no man to protect you. Those are the bad times that's coming. And like I said, instead of a sweet smell, stink. I mean, we already really in that time, because you women don't know how to even take care of yourselves right already. Instead of a girdle, rent. Hey, you can take Lizzo as that example. Instead of well set hair, baldness. That's why your hair, you can't grow more than an inch. And this is for you Israelite women, especially the tribe of Judah. You know, and and instead of beauty, burning. You know, you don't know what you're gonna get messing with these 304s out here today. So, you know, I'm gonna end it there. You know, you women, y'all better get it. The ones that actually are serious and listening to the words of the men that's bringing out this truth. Hey, you better double down on your husband, man, because he's gonna be your protection in that day. Because for the other women, hey, you're gonna see, it's a lot of them gonna be dying in foul ways, man. It's not gonna be pretty out here, and you're gonna see that. And with that, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Shem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, doing the work in true sincerity. Shalom.